Morning, guys. So sorry I've not been vlogging this past week. I've just not really been feeling very well, and I've mostly been in bed, watching Netflix and writing, and just, this has been one of those weeks where nothing's been happening. I also don't have much of a voice. I'm hurting really bad right now, so I'm not going to be talking for a long time. Yesterday, Rachel and I both had an endoscopy, which is really weird. Rachel's getting one done because she recently came up with liver issues, and she's been having stomach pains and stuff, so they want to do an endoscope on her, make sure that she didn't have anything going on in her stomach. Thankfully, hers came back really clean, and she doesn't have anything going on there, which is exactly what we wanted. We wanted hers to come back clear, because we don't want anything more on her, which is great. So she can continue what she's been doing. She's been doing so well with her liver stuff. She's been exercising and dieting and doing really good with that. She's lost like 15 pounds in just over a month, and that's like really, really great. She's been really good staying on top of her stuff, and she's doing a really good job. My endoscope, however, we really wanted results on, because it's been like over a year now. I've been having progressively worse eating issues. I've been unable to eat on my own for a year now. Things have been getting a lot worse lately, which is why we're back at my GI in recent months. We've been going back to my GI again. Is because my eating issues have sort of come on the rise again, and they're getting bad, and I've been dropping more weight, and it's been a steady incline. I've lost like 10 more pounds over the last, I'm still steadily dropping weight, and so things have still been getting bad. Now, the interesting thing about this is my GI, he ordered me to go under general anesthesia for the scope. And my sister was just going to go under sedation, which the sedation is a normal procedure. General anesthesia for a scope is really unusual. We didn't know why, and so even his nurse, who we really like his nurse, so we're really close to the nurse, trust her a lot. She was even like not sure why that was going on. We ended up talking to my allergist earlier this week about the procedure, like what we need to do about like pre-medication and all that. And when we talked to him, he was actually like really happy about the general anesthesia, because what we didn't know and what he explained is that pretty much the general anesthesia is the only safe way for me to do this type of procedure, because when you go under general anesthesia, they intubate you, which basically means I was getting 2 tubes down my throat, and the second tube goes down my airways and into my lungs. So basically what happened is, if I go into anaphylaxis during the procedure from a reaction to medication or anything in the room sets me off, I have an airway already, because my anaphylaxis is so fast, it's so reactionary, and symptomatically, especially outwardly, it's so hard to notice, and it's so hard to catch, especially if you already have like a tube down my throat. Everything going on is going to be so hard to get it in time. Already having that airway there is really important, because even if my lungs shut down or my throat swells up, 2 things which have happened in like the last month, I already have an airway, so my allergist really wanted that to happen, and we made sure like the day before that was what was going to happen. And then we called to check in. We talked to his nurse that we know really well. She called the doctor to check in. Turned out there was like this weird scheduling mix up, and my GI didn't know he had procedures for yesterday, and he was going to be out of town. He has this weird schedule where he is like 1 week at his practice at the hospital, and then he's also a teacher at LSU University. So he does 1 week at the hospital, 1 week teaching, 1 week at the hospital, and goes back and forth like that. And I think this week was at LSU, because that's where he was at. And so he was there with one of his partners, and he was, and when his nurse called him, he like went and sat down with that partner, and he was like going all over all the cases. So we got there, and there was like lots that went on. It was like a bit chaotic trying to get back there. Everything was like kind of busy and trying to get signed into admissions and all that. It was a bit chaotic, but we eventually got back. I really liked the doctor. He was really great. The anesthesiologist, he talked to my sister first, and I heard him kind of talking to her, and when he was talking to her, he actually said he knew Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which was great. I was like really happy about that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, we got a good anesthesiologist here. And then he came over to me, asked if I had heard what he had said to her, and I was like, I heard bits of it. So he like started from the beginning, and he asked a few questions, went through it, and I was like, okay, we're doing good here. And we finished up, and my mom looks at him and goes, so you're gonna intubate her? And he goes, no. And she goes, yes. He goes, no. She goes, yes, you are. And he goes, no. I mean, I'm not even kidding. That's just how it went. Just back and forth like that. And I'm just going, what's happening? He flat out refused to intubate me. I swear, my mom, that woman does not let up. It was this, we had to fight him so hard on that. We fought him for a little while. He just did like this whole, okay, fine, we'll do it, whatever. He wouldn't even look at us at that point. He would just look down at his clipboard, his watch. He wasn't even looking at us. Wouldn't even say more than 2 words. And he left. And the thing was, where we were at, it's like you could have a curtain to section yourself off, but it was like a bigger room. And so he leaves, walks in the nurse's station, and like you can hear him. He walks like 10 feet away, and he goes, I want a doctor on the phone. I want her doctor on the phone. Give me your doctor on the phone. And the nurse is like, well, he's out of town. And he's like, I want him on the phone right now. And he was like throwing the biggest hissy fit out there. I'm not even kidding. He wasn't even calm about it. He was just throwing the biggest hissy fit. And the funniest part was we never saw him. He never came back. But the doctor came later. The doctor was super chill. I mean, the doctor has like the best Southern Louisiana name. He's got the accent, and he was like so chill. The doctor came up, and my mom she was like, "Are we intubating her?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, we're intubating her. Yeah, definitely." And he walked away, and I was just like, it was pretty much all I could do not to like wait and laugh until he left, which might be terrible, but I'm kind of tired of these doctors because last time I did my colonoscopy and my endoscopy, I also got ambushed by my doctor, but he did it once I was in the room. Like, I was all prepped, ready to go, and the doctor ambushed me, like, bedside, right before I went under. And that was really anxiety-inducing. And he tried to discredit my rheumatologist. He rolled his eyes at me for doing my own research online, and he was annoying. But yeah, I didn't like that doctor, which unfortunately did come out under sedation. When I was coming off sedation, I did say some things, maybe not undeserving things, but I did say some things. We're moving on. Oh wait, I haven't even told you the results yet. Totally got so sidetracked with the drama of it all. Silly me. I did get results, finally. After so long. You're supposed to fast until from midnight the night before the procedure, and I hadn't eaten since before that. So I hadn't eaten since before midnight, and it was just like a smoothie or something that I'd eaten before that, so it wasn't even really solid food. They actually found food in my stomach and my duodenum, which should not have been there. That should have been gone, way gone, and digested by then. So I'm actually really happy. As weird as that sounds, it's like a relieved happy in a sense, because I've felt like there's been delayed emptying and stuff going on for a long time. I mean, when we started this whole process last year, I went to my first GI saying, I think it's gastroparesis. That was what I told them from the beginning. So to finally get some sort of result that could get me a diagnosis for that is just really a big relief. But I think that's it for now. I'm really hurting, and I think I'm gonna chill. And Netflix just added a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna see what's up with that. They added that movie Sing. I've been wanting to see that, so I think I want to watch that. But yeah, my cousin recommended it like way back in December, so I think I might watch that. But yep, that's it for now. Hi guys. It's a very rainy day. I have a slow brain today. I'm not feeling very well. I was gonna film yesterday because actually it was Rachel's birthday yesterday. She turned 23. We're all getting really old. It's very weird. I don't feel good about that. But I was gonna film, but it ended up not being such a great day for me, health-wise. I was putting up a few decorations in Rachel's room, and I ended up having a small reaction to this mixing solution or something she'd used to put on like some temporary tattoos, and yeah, that was fun. And then I was having weird head stuff, and it was like a fun health day overall for me yesterday. But Rachel had a really good day. Hannah helped me finish getting the decorations up, and that's all I really care about, is that Rachel had a good birthday and Hannah did help me get the decorations up in the end. We did teamwork on that, and that's what I care about. Rachel got to go see Wonder Woman in theaters. This week is last showings here in town of the movie. So, excuse me, my voice is like not very good today. She got to go see the movie, and they went to a Vietnamese restaurant. And she got something or other, lots of food was described, and I was not mentally in a very good place when they were describing the food, and generally I don't like hearing about food. So I was very much checked out when all that was being described. But I'm sure if you were to ask her, she would tell you a lot about it, and you can find her Twitter pretty easily. Her Twitter and her Instagram is pretty easily. And they also went to an Asian market, this little local Asian market that she's been wanting to check out for a while, and she got some mochi there and this other candy and some produce, and she loved it there. So she had a really good day. Today we are back to normal life. Spoonie, normal life, and rain. Lots of rain. It's not been a super great day so far. I'm just trying to get food down because my stomach hates me. Food didn't go very well yesterday. Apparently I'm starting to throw up now because I tried to drink my smoothie yesterday and it just came right back up. So I kind of knew it was like a matter of time before that started, but you know, it's just not fun once it starts because I've kind of got to keep as much food in me as I can right now, so it's frustrating. Ow, I really shouldn't do that. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try to eat, maybe. Hi guys, good afternoon. It's been a bit of a rocky day or two yesterday. So basically, we've spent the week trying to get my PCP's office to refill my Phenergan, which is, it's an anti-nausea medicine. So I think it was like Friday that the pharmacy sent in the first request for the refill to my doctor's office, and then by Monday we still hadn't heard back, so I think they sent in a second fax. We still didn't hear back by midday, so my mom called the office. Nothing happened, so Tuesday we called back again. We tried calling yesterday in the day, and we just weren't getting any responses. I mean, they said they would call back and we didn't get anything, so we ended up like waiting for a while and just kept waiting. Nothing happened, so we just had to call back again. And when we talked to the nurse on the phone there, she tried to tell us that my Phenergan had a 90-day supply. Now, the issue with this is my Phenergan, I take that 3 times a day, and if you read the bottle, it says 4 to 6 hours and 90 pills. I don't even take it at the max dose. I don't take it around the clock. I just take it 3 times a day when I'm awake. That's it. That nurse, we talked to her, and she wanted to know if I actually needed my Phenergan. Like, did I really need it right then? And we were like, well, we've been trying all week to get this. And the issue was, by yesterday, I was going to be out today. I only had 1 dose for today, which I took this morning. And right now, I don't have any Phenergan in my system. I'm not feeling so hot, by the way. Feeling really nauseous. But so we talked to her and she was like, okay, well, put it in with a doctor. And you know, I'm just wondering why we didn't put it in with a doctor the first 5 or 6 times we tried. But you know, so we did call the pharmacy back because we really like all of our pharmacists. We talk to them a lot, we know them well, they know us well. And our pharmacy here is just really great. And so we called them back. We're talking to the pharmacist. We're like, we asked her what the script said and if I had a 90-day supply, if something got missed. And she read it, all the script from that doctor, and it was, sure enough, my regular script. Still by today, nothing. Silence. Still haven't gotten anything. So we called the GI, told them that we really need to talk to one of the nurses that we know well there, trust her a lot, said that it was urgent, I need a script refill so I can eat, pretty much, because I need this stuff, just so I can get food in me. And thankfully we got the call back within a few hours, and already we're able to pick up the script. So my mom and sister, they were at a doctor's appointment, so they're out running a few errands and they are getting my script. So yay, I am gonna get medicine today. Having to go a few hours without it, but it's okay. I made sure to get plenty of food in me this morning. My omelet, as you saw, it was just 1 egg and like 3 smaller meatballs. But it was food there and a small serving of oatmeal, because I wanted to make sure I get as much food in me as possible for the Phenergan wore off. So, yeah. So, it's been a fun night. Well, let's just say I grabbed a pot holder I shouldn't have. My dad had made some french fries, like frozen, pre-made french fries that have oils and like all kinds of stuff in them that I can't have, and he used a spatula to get them on his plate, and there had been like it had been like set on the pot holder, and I moved the spatula, and then I used that pot holder for my food, I'm not supposed to touch these kind of things, but I did it. Well, it's just, yeah. I felt a bit woozy, and my legs felt a bit wobbly. I didn't think, yeah. That's where that cinch should end, really. I tried to make it to my bedroom, and I made it, like, all the way to, like, right before the table. It was so annoying. Like, I have a table where I keep Claritin ready. I just happened to not have my, like, emergency meds with me, of course, this one time. And, yeah, I collapsed. It's, like, one of my first collapse near syncope episodes in a while, and I did collapse, and it was really annoying, and I tried to use my phone to call people for help, but my phone wasn't working. I don't know what happened there. My phone just kept telling me no service, and I wasn't doing very well. I was having breathing issues, I think in my chest. I was just having a lot of trouble breathing, and I was pretty sure I was gonna pass out just from that. And it went on for a little while. I don't know how long I was down there. It had to be several minutes, because I kept trying to get Siri to call somebody, and Siri kept telling me it wasn't gonna work. And she kept failing all my calls, and then she just wouldn't call anybody, period. She just gave up on everything. And that's about when I gave up. I started throwing things at that point. Like, I didn't know what else to do. I couldn't reach much, because when I'm in that state, I can't actually move hardly at all. Often I'm either paralyzed or my body goes mostly limp, and it's really hard for me to move my limbs, because everything gets, like, really heavy and limp, and it's just, like, really, really hard for me to control anything. So basically that's where I was at, and I couldn't reach, like, my panic button. I couldn't reach my emergency meds, but I could just reach a few things. And so I, like, grabbed my box where I store all my medicine, and I just, like, grabbed it and threw it across my bedroom. And then I threw my phone, because, well, it's got a case on it, and it was making me mad, so I had good like, anger pent up against the phone, so that, like, gave me a really good incentive to throw the phone. Helped me. I think that got attention, but I didn't know that until too late, so I did throw a slipper, which happened, I think, to hit my dad just as he was coming in the room. Yikes. Sorry, Daddy. But, I don't know, I think my aim on that one was off and really weak. It was, like, a really pathetic throw on that one. It, like, did nothing. At that point, I was just, like, a puddle of tears, and I was just, like, all tears at that point, because I was just, like, hyperventilating. I couldn't breathe. I was, like, panic attack upset. I was just, like, really freaking out because nobody was finding me, and I don't like being in that state, and so it's been a rough night, and, you know, how do I put this? I try to be really tough when I can. You know, I had the CT scan where I was reacting to the contrast dye, but I still went through with it anyway, and I kept going, and, you know, I made it through all that, and I was tough, and, you know, stiff upper lip, and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, I like to do that, but I like to be tough when I can, but the truth is, it gets to you after a while. I mean, I had, like, 3 major anaphylactic episodes within a week. I like to be strong when I can, and the thing is, when you're living with these kind of illnesses, you have to be strong, but because it's, like, the only way you can get through, you have to go through each day, and you just have to keep moving. But this stuff is hard. It's really scary sometimes. You know, it's okay for this stuff to be scary, and a lot of people feel like they have to constantly have that stiff upper lip to get through all this, and it's hard because you don't want to let it show that it's bothering you, because you don't want to worry everybody that's around you. But I guess there's just other times that it just gets to be too much. I guess I'm just trying to say, it's okay to be afraid. It's not a place you want to live, but you don't always have to be strong. We aren't going through it alone. We had people around us to help us with this. Oh, it's probably really loud. You know, I think the times I get the most scared are when I feel like I'm alone. That's when I usually break down the most easily. So when I feel alone, that's when it's scariest. And so, I mean, if anybody does feel alone, just know you can reach out, whether it's to me or somebody else. There's such a big Spoonie community out there, and so many other people feel alone. There are a lot of people with rare conditions that are going through similar difficult, scary situations, that are trying hard to be strong, and having somebody else who's going through it, it's a weird comfort. It is a weird thing, and it's a hard thing to explain to people who don't experience it. But it is a weird comfort, and I think in a sense it's something that helps us be stronger, because we can be stronger together. And it's cheesy, but whatever. And I mean, I can genuinely say that I always feel stronger when I have somebody there. I feel stronger when my mom is with me, when my sisters are with me, and when my dad shows up. It's what gives me the strength to keep that resilience. Having other people who understand our experiences and are going through it alongside us, it helps. Other Spoonies give us strength. And this is such a weird ramble. Maybe I'm still medicated. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be afraid. And it's okay to show those emotions. To be angry at times. I mean, those emotions are totally okay. It's a matter of how you deal with them and how you cope, how you treat others while you're there. But it is okay to show those. You don't always have to be happy. You don't always have to have a stiff upper lip. It's okay to say that something really freaks you out. You know, it's okay to say it scared you that nobody found you on the floor while you were hyperventilating. So, I don't know. That's my weird tangent for the night. Hi guys! So, as you know, I kind of had a rough night last night. But, I'm not feeling super great today. I'm having abdominal issues. But I am very happy right now because I did make my own food, which isn't something you get to do much, and this is a bit of a big serving for me, but I did get to make this myself, and I'm really happy with that because I really don't get to do that often. These I just reheated myself. These are some meatballs Hannah made me. They're called porcupine. I'm not even on them. They're called porcupine meatballs, and they're basically turkey and rice, which I made myself, and I'm really happy. I made these this morning, and I cut them in half and then put a little olive oil on them because I can't have butter. They're a homemade recipe that my mom's been making for years, and I just adapted them to be dairy free. So I just use coconut oil and coconut milk instead of butter and milk. And so they're a little bit crumbly because of that, but they turned out really well. Still taste really good. And yeah, so I'm just really happy that I was able to do that. Do you see this nonsense going on outside my window? Look at this. The sun is fully out and it's raining. I mean, make up your mind. I can't deal with this. Honestly. Hi guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just say goodbye. It is Sunday and I'm gonna try and get this up tomorrow. My aunt is coming down from Arkansas today. I don't know if I'm gonna get any footage. If I do, I'm gonna put it into the next vlog. So if you watched to now, thank you for watching. Let me know how your week has been and what you've been up to, what your plans are. I really do like to know how y'all are doing. So thanks for watching and I will see y'all next time.